Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with eyes
Hello,
still
hi.
closed, feel
Welcome to my
it
vlog. Okay.
golden.
This video shows everything you require to start your journey with cold porcelain clay. Hi, my name is Ramya and welcome to my second studio vlog. So this is my clay toolkit. I have kept everything in this one box. It's easy to carry around. It's very sturdy enough. I bought this from Amazon because I'm a person that travel a lot. So I decided to keep everything that my quite essentials into one box so that I can just carry this one thing. It's portable, it's you know easy. Definitely recommend this to you because it's very strong. So let's see what's all in this box, and probably everything you require to start your journey with cold porcelain clay. It contains all the tools, my gram scale and everything. Let's dig in. Okay, so my studio is actually half done because yeah, I bought this stand from IKEA. So guys, let me know if you want to have a studio tour. Things I bought from IKEA and how I organize them in place. So this whole stand is probably everything I use for my cold porcelain. It has everything. Okay, it has a UV lamp corner, it has a UV resin corner, and my box where I keep all the clay charms for them to dry up on a satin cloth. I've learned this from Sugar Cafe Charms, and I actually started using cold porcelain clay since I started watching her videos. She's just so amazing and creative, and to me personally, playing with cold porcelain clay really eased my anxiety so much that I started, it kind of became my therapy, and people started loving my work. And I've gifted some of my charms to my friends. And I thought, okay, I have this potential to start a business, so why not? So I'm still in the baby steps, but I might, reach to a certain point, which I could call it as a small business. So let's see. So I'll definitely make a video altogether about this corner. Okay, so enough of talking. Let's see what's in my clay toolkit. Here is a close-up look to my clay toolkit. As you guys can see, I've customized it with my favorite stickers. So this is a 3-story or 3-rack container. I've been using this since a couple of months now, and I'm surprised how strong and sturdy this is. I would definitely recommend this to you guys. So without a further ado, let's see what's inside this. So opening it up, in the first rack you guys can see I have my gram scale. So if you're a person, if you're an artist willing to start your own clay business, or want to get your hands over cold porcelain clay and want to make cute stuff out of it, then I would definitely and highly recommend you to buy a gram scale. Because if you are in a decision, or if you want to mass produce a lot of designs of your own, you got to make sure each and every charm looks identical. For that reason, you could just own a gram scale. And this is not that expensive. I bought this from Amazon, and we got to make sure our charms look identical. So we got to measure each and every tiny bit of clay on top of this, and you got to attach it together to create your charm. So it's very very useful, and it's very important. It's very cheap on Amazon, and I've been using this since a couple of months now, and it's working pretty fine. So yeah, I would definitely share the links in the description so that you can go and buy it. These are like the only 3 molds that I own. I bought this in a fluke. I really don't understand what kind of a shape or design this is. I thought it would turn out to be a beautiful chrysanthemum, or I thought it would be a sunflower. But when I tried it out, the shape is so weird. I really didn't understand what this is. So I usually use these things as a base to sculpt on top of it. Like I use this as a base. I keep my clay charms and I just sculpt on top of it, because cold porcelain doesn't stick to silicone. This is my favorite one, and I've bought it from Amazon, and this works completely fine. It's so beautiful. I have used it plenty of time. So this is another one. I didn't use it yet, but it's so cute. It's a little sheep, but I usually use these two as base to either add the pigments on top of it with a brush or just use it as a base to start sculpting, because I also own a glass, but cold porcelain clay sticks to glass, so I stopped using it. These are the jump rings that I bought from Amazon, and also these hooks. I don't know what these are called, I really forgot. I mainly bought these things to attach the side charm to the main piece. So, and these are the jump rings. I actually own a lot of jump rings with me, but I realized they aren't sturdy enough. They also gave me a gift. How cute. So these are the pins that I bought from Amazon. I use this for one of my charm. It's a biscuit and I attached it to my own bag. And actually I have to tell you, the rubber is very sturdy and I've been using this since few weeks now and I really didn't find any faults in this. So I would highly recommend, if you are planning to buy any clay pins that you want to attach your clay charm to, these are working really fine. I would definitely share all the links in the description for you guys. Do check them out, okay? So these are the Blue Straw pens that my best friend have gifted me years ago, and I'm surprised they're still working fine. I usually use these to give tiny details like whiskers or eyes or something like that. So I have it in my top shelf here. So these are like my clay cutters, which are actually cookie cutters. They are like a pack of 12 or something. I use this a lot for my Jim Jam biscuits. I am planning to use these too because they are really cute, and this is a bunny and this is a sakura flower or a normal flower, and they are like in a good shape, tiny enough for a charm. So yeah, we're gonna try them soon. The best thing about the box is that you can actually detach one of it and just close the container and you can just carry it around. Like, you can detach any one of this and just add the lid to it. It becomes a separate box. So this is like a multi-purpose kind of a thing, which I'm really happy about. So let's get into the second drawer. This second drawer is like my utility drawer. I keep all of my tools and equipments in this. I have a pair of nose pliers. I use this to attach the jump rings because it's very hard to attach them with your bare hands. So I use these to attach them. We have our pliers. I usually use this to cut the eye pins and reduce the size of it. I own 5 of these silicone tools. One end is of the silicone and the other end are the dotting tools. I watch Gazo Studio a lot and I really love how she creates cute stuff out of clay, and I really want to indulge myself into that activity because it's very therapeutical even to watch. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. So I bought these things to sculpt some cute stuff out of air dry clay, and this end I used to create dents or holes inside my cold porcelain. So yeah, this is a good product that you can buy. I have not one but two X-Acto knives. I use these to cut the clay. I use this to scrape off the pigments of the chalk pastels, and I use this to cut the clay because I felt like having two different X-Acto knives is better to work with, because whenever we work with cold porcelain clay, I want to make sure my clay is like all white and clean. So keeping separate X-Acto knives made my work a lot easier. So yeah, that is why I have a pair of them. You actually don't need these two tools. As I said, I also work with air dry clay. So yeah, you can easily find them off of Amazon. So these are all the brushes that I have. You actually don't need these many brushes, but I'm also an artist. I work with acrylics, watercolors and oil paints. So I own like a ton of brushes. You actually need a thick brush like this and something a round brush like this and a tiny detail brush like this if you are planning to paint any details on top of your clay charms. Actually, you need only these two. These two will be enough. But I own them, so I'm gonna use them. Doesn't mean you're gonna go and buy everything. Okay, save your pockets. Last drawer is like my utility drawer. In this, I get to this last drawer once I'm completely done with the sculpting. As you guys can see, I have all the keychains and cutters. I have some cotton pads. I usually use these to clean my X-Acto knives. I just add some rubbing alcohol on top of this and I just rub my knife together with this and just clean it off. I have few Q-tips here. I'm running out of them. Actually, I have to restock them. I usually use this. I dip one of the Q-tip into rubbing alcohol or water and I just smooth off the surface of my charm. It kind of removes all the lint or dust that is present on top of my charms. So yeah, it's very helpful. These are like my cutters that I bought from Amazon. These are very cute. Let me show you a piece. I made this charm recently. This is Miffy to the rescue. It is still an experimental piece, so it's not a final one. It's my prototype. I was just experimenting that whether my ideas in my mind would turn out to be cute and exactly like how I've imagined them to be, and yeah, they turned out to be pretty cute. So I kind of make these stars out of these cutters. Yeah, so I kind of make these stars out of these cutters and they are very helpful. So you would definitely want to buy these things, because if you want to add tiny miniature details to your charm, you would definitely want to buy this. And of course, I've bought it from Amazon. I have my key rings here. I have lobster rings, star hook rings. I usually use these both of them because I really like them so much and they add an extra personality to my charms once I add them. I also have the regular keychains, but as per the customer's liking, I decided to attach the rings to the charms. As I told you, I have plenty of jump rings with me, but I realized these aren't sturdy enough and they are easily getting detached, and I don't want to disappoint my customers with this, so I decided not to use this. But then I bought these and they are very strong. They're not getting detached easily, and yeah, so I trust these rings a lot because I've been experimenting and they're working fine. I have my eye pins. Last drawer, it kind of comes out of it. It gets detached easily. Like you can use these like both containers, but I have nothing to keep in this, so as of now I'm using it like this. So yeah, I didn't buy this separately. It came in with the box. So this is it for what's in my clay toolkit. It's really good to assemble everything together in one place, and you're gonna secure them with these locks that are at the side. See who have joined us in the vlog. This is Shiro. Hi Chapu. Shiro, say hi. Shiro, this is Shiro, by the way. Okay, you wanna say something? You wanna say people to buy my charms? Yes? Okay. Thank you. So, thank you for watching till here, and I'm still working on the angles and the audio quality and the aesthetics of the video. So, I promise I'm gonna get better at it. So, for now, I'll say a bye.
Appalachian sunrise meets my
See you in the next
skin.
vlog. Bye.
Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming